Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Rich Girl Real Talk, where the vibe is elevation and joy. I'm your host, Erica Rich, and I'm so happy that you're with me today. For those that are new, welcome. This is a safe space. And for those that are my returning RGRT riders, I appreciate you and your love and your support. It makes me feel so appreciated. Ding, ding, ding. And I'm just thankful, and I hope that each time that you listen to me, that my hope is that you feel a sense of joy, a sense of happiness, a sense of evolution, or a sense to embark on an evolution in your own life and continuing to push for your better self. Now that that is said, I have to say shout out to every podcaster that's out there doing their thing on the hustle and the grind and continue to be creatives. Despite of what you see, just keep walking by faith. Now, I just want to say we're about to recap. Like this month of May, we're still in the month of May, and we're at the latter stages of it. And to God be the glory that we're allowed to see another day. But child, this month feels long. I mean, because you got all these graduations, you got Mother's Day. It's a lot of money being just, spewed all over the place. But you know what? But the great reward is we get a chance to see all these wonderful events happen. And of course, pouring into that maternal energy, all the flowers that's due to them for being great stewards of us, from that maternal side of things. And I hope that if you are a mother, that you took care of yourself on that day or just even that week. I mean, or even the month. Get it how you live. I know for those that are not mothers, shout out to you guys. I hope that you poured into anyone that was a maternal energy for you because, even if you might not have your biological mother, there's always someone that God places in our lives um, to be someone somewhat of a likeness, a semblance of that love, that maternal love that we need, because that's a part of our rearing, that's a part of our evolution, is being able to feel that and get a mentorship in that space that is totally different from what we would get from that father slash masculine energy that gives us those different tutelages from that space. Anyways, I say this. I hope you had a blessed time, and I hope that, every graduation that you went to and everything that you have been doing before this pre-summer turn up, hey, has been amazing. I'm full of joy. And I hope it was an inspiring moment because, just going to like a college graduation, going to a high school graduation, being able to think back to what that felt like when you were in that space, when you received that diploma or that certification or whatever it is that you have done in that space of education, or even being able to get those resources to continue to catapult you to the next level. That is something to be proud of, and to take that with you and remind yourself that look at how far we have come. Look how far I have come in your individual walk and where you can go. Sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. And with God, all things are possible. Having that said, we also have to talk about some of the things that are going on in current events. And more specifically, I want to talk about Miss Tina the Legs Turner. Child, she has gone on to green pastures. She has left this earth, but her presence is never forgotten. She is such a dynamic vessel that God allowed for us to experience on this earth, to be able to just show us how to do it, baby. She's the OG of the twerking. She's the OG of the commanding of sexuality and stage presence and confidence and all of those things. She did it different. She did it her way. And she is, she was the bomb.com. Like, even though that wasn't necessarily my time, being able to watch like the movie What's Love Got to Do with It, and seeing first of all, shout out to Angela Bassett, the full cast, because the whole cast of supporting members, as well as the main characters such as Lawrence Fishburne and and Angela Bassett. They bodied it. It was amazing. And, just like I said, just seeing them just really commemorate that space and time where Tina the Legs Turner, she did not play. She came for everybody neck, and she did it doing it with a fly look, with her wigs and her legs out and her little shimmy shimmies. I mean, she was going for it. She was going for it, and she was shaking that thing. Okay. She was shaking that thing, but she was singing. Her tonality, like, she was truly a talent, and she had it all. She had the stage presence, she had the look, she had the command of it all. She was anointed to sing, and God had gave her such a unique tonality, and it was hers. It was unapologetically her. That you hear. And anytime that someone may sing a specific lyric to her song, it's like they get in. Not just me. I get into character, and I start flipping the wig back, and doing a whole little moment with a little bit of legs, stand down strong. Just, and then it's nice and easy. Come on, nice and easy. Come on, Tina the Legs. So, just shout out to her. And not just everything that she gave on the stage and gave in the studio, but just her life was definitely, it was definitely to be applauded, in her tenacity and everything that God allowed her to do. Yes, she found other religions, and, she found her peace in a different way, but just the fact of her resiliency was pretty amazing. She went from very humble beginnings back in Brownsville, Tennessee, and there was a lot of hardship in that space when it came to her family. Like, her mom, she left after the World War II. Her, I think her daddy was deployed to, like, a army base, or uh, some form of a military installation, to help work and contribute to the fight for the war. And there was a lot of strain. And then when, of course, her father died, she had to move around and get to a new normalcy in St. Louis, where she then started to find her way, started to find her legs and her feet, and to stand on something that made her feel empowered. But she went through that, and then, of course, as she's learning from her mentor, they fall in love. Her mentor was Ike Turner. And of course, he saw something special in her. He saw the anointing that God had placed in her life, and he cultivated that. Now, in some ways it was great, and in some ways it was a rocky road. It was definitely a rocky road, but ultimately, she still found peace, and she found her way through that. And not only did she come out a survivor, but she showed that she was also resilient. That even when she moved away from that space where it was quite tumultuous, and she had to break free from that marriage and from the toxicity of everything that was happening, she said, I am going to continue to keep going. And she did. And she never stopped. And it was like God allowed her to sit still. In my humble opinion, God allowed her to sit still so that she can be able to be catapulted to another level in her due season and in her due time. And she did that by, just staying the course. She still stayed the course. She did what she was passionate about. And it was like God just still was like, there's still more room for you to spread your wings in this world. There's still more stages for you to get on. And not only did he give her beauty for ashes, but he took her to different levels when it came to her actually just breaking away, doing what she loved, you know, and then being able to get back on that stage, and then all these things start happening to her where she start collaborating with these overseas cats to get, you know, some of these recreated records and reimagined records with her tonality, and it broke waves, and it was like Tina still got it, y'all. And you know, sometimes we might think that it might be over for us, and here it is, a time where God can just allow us to sit still so we can regroup and stay at peace and to grow where we need to grow, and to be able to get to a point in our own lives where we make the peace. And then once we do set ourselves free in the mighty name of Jesus, in my humble opinion, it's like God takes us to another dimension, another dimension. And that is what I think he did for Tina, because as soon as she started just, you know, catching her rhythm, the waves just started getting deeper, and she was ready for them. She was ready for whatever at this point because of everything that she had been through up until that point. And she was able to get the movie deal. She was able to get on these stages overseas and do these world tours, and to be able to just show the anointing in its full capacity. And shout out to her for just showing that she was one of the earlier women, earlier pioneers of women that said you can still do and be sexy after 40, after 50. Child, she was sexy in her 60s. She was sexy in her 70s. I mean, just sexy. Legs out. And I mean, of course, she covered them up eventually, but she was still, you know, showing that you don't have to let everybody's or the world's time frame and time limits, you don't have to be limited to what they say. You just keep doing you. And that is something to be lauded. That is something to be applauded. And it's also, to me, it's fuel to let me know that at 50, if I want to let them legs out, I'm going to let them legs out. I'm going to let them legs out, and I'm going to shake them like Miss Tina the Turner. Miss Tina the Turner, Miss Leg Queen herself. Yes, honey, she was giving it. She was giving it. But I feel like, for sure, she made such an impact on this world, and she did amazing things. And she did amazing things on that stage. Some things that could never be duplicated. You know, like the energy. Like, I don't think I've seen too many people twerking at that particular what's it called, metronome, that particular pace and speed. And them girls was on beat. They didn't miss a breath. They was twerking for their lives, honey. And I don't know the exact measure for the music side, but let me tell you something. That metronome, ting 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 ting, that metronome was going, and they did not miss a beat. They was in shape, child. Cause, like, could you imagine just gyrating for like 20 seconds, like not even 20 seconds, 2 to 3 minutes, and then have to sing full breath? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Yeah, I ain't seen it, and Beyonce haven't done that either. I'm just saying, I have not. Like, listen, she done twerked on the stage. She done, you know, showed you the, you know, the boom, bada, boom, boom, boom. She done gave it to you. But let me tell you something. I never seen anybody twerking that fast. It's Miss Tina the Legs Turner. I'ma just say that right now. And if you've seen it, send me the videos. You know what I mean? Singing it and not, listen, caveat, singing and dancing. Full breath, mic is on. No little track playing. You know what I'm saying? She's singing and twerking at a very high speed. You know, the breath was there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The breath, the agility, the the cardiovascular, that was there. Miss Tita did that. and her friends and her backup. You know what I'm saying? The backup singers, they was in there too. Or maybe it just seemed faster because they had the little shimmy shammy shingles. You know what I'm saying? Dan. See, I need to give you one. I think when I was a little girl, sidebar. I always got to come with a sidebar. I know we had some type of like what is it called, fringe. We had some type of fringe on my like recital outfit, and what when I tell you, because the movie was out, so like I had put my little fringe on, and I'm like, But anywho, it was fun. But on a serious note, I must say we should always give our flowers to all the people that have done such dynamic things, and only things that they can only do, that we can only get from them. And to know that there are people out there that deserve their flowers, and if they're not getting them, let's give them to them. You know what I mean? Let's give them to the people, because just as we know, we can expect people to be here one day, but only God knows when they're gone. And we have to cherish the moments that we have. And not just when people are gone, but when they're here and we have the ability to do so. So shout out to everyone that is thinking of loved ones right now. And if you're thinking of them and you haven't talked to them in a while, go ahead and give them a call. Go ahead and give them an encouraging text. Go ahead and say, "Hey y'all, we're here," and just know I'm thinking of you, because we need those things. That's encouraging, cuz you never know what someone is feeling, what someone is going through. All we see is what they show us, the highlight reel. But, being able to pour those flowers into people, letting them know we think about them, letting them know that we want to encourage them and speak life and happiness and all of the perfect blessings that God has for them, curated just for them in this time and in this space. So shout out to you guys. And also, I also want to say this, because I can't leave without talking about this NBA Finals, y'all. I mean, I'm a little sad that my Warriors didn't make it, but I feel like my homeboy Curry, he put it all in the paint, and we might need to do some realigning. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna do better. You know what I mean? It was just a lot of just There was a lot of things going on in this finals that I wasn't excited about and I wasn't happy about, and I wasn't gonna let my nerves be at. So no, I didn't watch every game. Nah, I didn't. And I definitely got some hate from a lot of my family members. I'm not gonna say no names, but you know, everybody was like, "Yeah, LA took them out. LA took them out." And then I was like, "Well, y'all sitting down with us too." So listen. Y'all know who you are. You know who you are. But anyways, we all sitting down right now. So hopefully, we get a good finals. I'm happy that we do have some fresh blood to keep it going, keep the energy, because everybody's like, "Oh, it's all a gimmick. It's all monopolized. They all paying for these games to happen." No. Well, here we are. Here we are. Miami's getting close. The Celtics, they got a good team, clearly. At this point in time, they're trying to hold the line, and then so we're just gonna see how this goes. We're going to see how this goes. But anyways, I hope we have a good season this summer, leading into leading into another season. Now, mind you, Warriors, I'm gonna need you to do what you said y'all's gonna do, which was make them put some respect on y'all name. And we can't be out here in these streets like this. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause people are hating. They want to hate. So we need to do something about this. So I'm going to say, Warrior Nation, let's go. Furthermore, I also want to say shout out to all the concerts that are coming up. Well, right now we're in concert season. It's the summertime. Taylor Swift and the Swifties, they just done set the bar, making giving Miss Taylor Swift almost $1 billion. Child, what would you do with $1 billion? Let me tell you something, y'all. I don't know what I would do with $1 billion. But no, I do know what I would do. I would give to the Lord what is due to his name, and I would do some charity work, and also, I buy some stuff. I'm gonna buy some stuff. I'm gonna buy some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk about all the stuff, but I'm gonna buy some stuff. But I make sure I'm gonna give God his glory first. Anyways, we got Taylor Swift concert just finished, but then of course we have Beyonce's Renaissance tour. And now I'm gonna tell you right now, Miss Beyonce came out and said, "Listen, I'm bringing OG Beyonce body back. I'm bringing all of the glitz and the glamour, and I'm here for it. Come on, Beyonce." I see you. And then, of course, the cool thing is that she brought her daughter out on stage, which is dope because, I mean, who doesn't want to have a celebratory moment with their baby, especially their firstborn? But even if it were my, like, you know what I mean, the baby that's called to go out there and to kill it, not just the firstborn, but like the baby that's called to do this. And just seeing that was so sweet. And like, she's building her stage presence already. Miss Blue Ivy, she has no nervous bone in her body. Like, she has one of our greater performers of our time as her mom. And her mom is just pouring into her and allowing those seeds to be cultivated in a way, and that is quite special. So shout out to that mommy and me moment that they're having on the Renaissance tour. And come on, hair and makeup, you know what I'm saying? Listen, her hair and makeup team, they know they killing it, as always though. But like, it's just cool to see, Beyonce just go out there and just be her fly self, her fly, flawless self. Flawless doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have flaws, but that you are perfectly imperfect, in my humble opinion. That's my definition for right now of, in context. But she's killing it, and she should be, as she should be, because she did. What else is going on? The concerts are going on, and Janet Jackson. Now, y'all, if you've listened to my previous episodes, Janet Jackson, that's my baby, and she kills it at all the time. And I love that she's out there and she's giving the girls something. Now, again, I wish I would have got a chance to go, but right now, the way my situation is situated, I can't just do all that. It's a lot. These concert tickets cost a lot of money and resources. And on top of that, I got to do other logistical things. So, I got to make sure baby girl is good. I got to make sure that, all of the things are in order. So it's more than just me going out on a whim anymore to be able to partake. So for those that are actually out there enjoying this summer and all the wonderful concerts that, we got going on, shout out to y'all. This is a lit summer. And then, not only do we have that coming or actually happening, we're just in the process of enjoying this vacay time. I hope that you guys have some good vacations lined up. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to go back to where the water is clear as a glass and nice and blue and pearlescent and all of the things. So for you guys that are going on your vacations, I pray that you're safe, and I pray that you guys have a good time. And don't think about yesterday. Just focus on what's going on in your space, your vibe, your everything that's in your form and your span of control. Well, really, you're not in control, but a steward of, in my humble opinion. Anywho, Memorial Day is coming up. So shout out to everyone that is affected by Memorial Day in different ways. I'm a veteran, so it feels different to me. I've also lost loved ones in the fight of just different things. And I know that sometimes it can be bittersweet, these feelings that come up from this particular weekend. But I challenge you to continue to just keep commemorating and just providing love, enjoying your space, and being thankful for everything that God has given you and the breath that He gives us to be able to just keep going according to the mission that He has for us. So shout out to you all. Enjoy your families, enjoy your summers, and I'll definitely be back with some more content on every Wednesday until specified otherwise. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. RGRT Media, Rich Girl Real Talk, all of those things. I'm on socials. I'm on Twitter, Rich Girl Real Talk. I'm on Instagram, RGRT Media. And of course, my website, rgrtmedia.wix.com. But of course, if I have that wrong, it's going to be displayed in the caption portion of this show. Don't forget to go ahead and holler at your girl about this episode and all the wonderful things that you have going on for this summer. And I wish you well. Just know, again, you are worthy because you're breathing. God has called you to do something that only you can do for this world. Thank you, love you, and bye for now.